It's Coach Kyra, and today I want to talk to you about what coaching is supposed to be. Now, I need you to strap in because you're either someone who I'm currently coaching or you're someone who's thinking about getting coaching. And today I want to explain how you should be making a decision about whether or not you need coaching and about whether or not you're getting the most from your coaching experience. So give me maybe 12 minutes to get through this. And I hope that this video is enlightening and that you learn something, you take something away to put into practice. So let me get my screen shared. Again, this is your one-stop shop for all things health, fitness, and fat loss. I'm Coach Kyra. I'm a certified nutrition coach, certified personal trainer, certified yoga instructor. I've lost 100 pounds of body fat, and all that stuff is really important, but not nearly as important as what a coach is supposed to help you do. The number one reason why you've hired me or why you're considering hiring me is because you're looking for results that you haven't been able to get. The role and job of a coach is to get you outcomes, get you results, okay? But here is what you've probably been taught to expect when it comes to coaching, okay? So let me know if this is you. First, you hear something, you see something, you sign up. Coach gives you a meal plan. The coach gives you a workout plan. You check in as needed according to the coach's design, right? Whether that's you meet every other week with the coach, once a month. I had a coach I was meeting with every 6 weeks, but I didn't know any better, right? So you check in as needed, you hit your goal, whether you do or don't. You think you hit your goal, you want to hit your goal, but you're not sure if you can maintain the goal. And so now you've maybe hit your goal or maybe not hit your goal. And either way, you're frustrated. So you fire your coach, you fire your trainer, and you regain the weight that you lost, right? And we continue in this cycle of thinking that we found some help, trying to apply the strategy, getting to a place where we realize that the strategy isn't a long-term strategy, and always feeling more frustrated than when we started. So traditional coaching doesn't work. And I want to open this door at the very beginning, which is saying, I understand if you're thinking about coaching with a whole bunch of salt in it, right? If you're thinking about coaching with a whole bunch of confusion and frustration underlying this decision, because it may have been something that you've tried before. So let me explain what makes this a little bit different. My role as your coach is still to get you results, but here's what makes this a bit different, okay? Most of you are coming to me because you have a fat loss or muscle building goal, okay? And so here's what we do to get you that goal. One, I audit your lifestyle. I ask you for your eating habits. I ask you for your movement habits. We get you set up in the app where now you're tracking these things and you're being accountable to these things. We create a plan for you to follow. You follow the plan and you drop body fat at 0.5% or 1% of your body weight per week, and you're losing notable inches every 2 to 4 weeks. We can see that progress is taking place. You look different, you feel different, your metrics are improving, your blood work is improving, your doctor's asking what's happening, your friends and family are starting to comment on what you're doing. But there's a big elephant in the room, which is line number 3, which is emboldened, and it says you follow the plan. Getting your results requires you following the plan. But we know that humans sometimes have a really hard time following plans, right? You may have come to me having followed a plan that your trainer gave you a minute ago. You may also be coming to me with some frustration and some lack of confidence around your ability to follow the plan, or you might just not know how to follow a plan. So, as your coach, it's my role to get you results. It's my role to audit your lifestyle and get you to follow a plan. However, in order to get you to follow a plan, there are some things I need you to understand that's deeper than just getting you to follow my plan. Because you can chat GPT, whatever your goals are right now, and chat GPT can tell you exactly how to get there, but you still won't follow the plan. So how do we get you to follow the plan? Step 1, we help you understand why changing your behavior is so hard. Step 1 of getting you to stick with something is getting you to understand why it's been so hard to stick with thus far. We need to name it to change it. What is getting in your way? And when we name what's getting in your way, then we can change your behavior. So we're starting with this central focus on behavior change, not just dropping a plan into your inbox and expecting you to follow it. No, we're trying to change your behavior. So after we understand why your behavior has been stagnated in this negative loop that's keeping you stuck, now we can help you craft a strategy for bite-sized behavior change so you can integrate healthy habits into your life. I'm not going to throw a plan at you that says, okay, I want you to cut out all the carbs and cut out all the protein and just like be a raw vegan for the next 12 weeks. You do it for a week and then you decide that it wasn't sustainable, it didn't fit into your life. No, we need bite-sized, integratable pieces that we can add to your life. For example, I want you to add a fist-sized serving of fruit to your breakfast. That seems like something you shouldn't need a coach to help you do, but the coach has a bird's eye view over your lifestyle that says, if I just give you a fist-sized something to achieve every day, not only will you achieve it more often, it will start to become a routine that we can build on. Now it's a fist-sized serving at breakfast and 2 fists at lunch and 3 fists at dinner. And now you're hitting your fiber target. You're more full and you're losing weight and you weren't even trying. You're just trying to eat more fruit. Okay. This is the psychology of behavior change that a coach has that you might not. Okay. Line 3 says, helping you identify with the version of you who has happily and healthfully achieved this goal. Helping you identify with the version of yourself who has hit this goal. Let's take a look back on all the versions of you that you've been up until now, right? You were in elementary school, and then you went to high school and college, and then you graduated and entered the workforce, and then you became a wife and mother, and now wherever you are in your life, right? You have been multiple versions of yourself at every facet of your journey thus far. We need to look forward and determine what are the lifestyle components, what are the behavioral components, what are the mindset components, what are the habitual components of you becoming this person who's ahead of you. We're trying to jump the bridge, right? How do I build this bridge so that I can get across it? Okay. I need to think about the version of myself who has done this thing and start acting like that person. That's a part of why I'm here. And then finally, helping you actualize your results and the lifestyle required to keep your results so you never have to think about them again. Helping you develop the lifestyle that's required to keep the goal. Remember, we said we're looking forward to the version of yourself who has done this, but there's also a version of yourself who didn't just check the box, but who lives in that checked box every day for the rest of your life. Okay. What are the facets of your lifestyle that need to be true in order for you to keep your outcomes? And then the second piece of this is never having to think about it again. I understand that selfishly, we're at the table today because we have goals to help ourselves, right? We have goals that I want to look better on the beach, or I want to feel better in my skin, or I have these jeans I want to fit back into, or I need you to look at me a little bit differently. I want to feel my confidence again. I know that we have these selfish ambitions. However, our ambition needs to move past ourselves. Our ambition also needs to include impact to our direct and immediate family, our direct and immediate circle of friends and family. And it also needs to include people outside of our circles who we can teach how to do what we did. I need you to achieve this goal so that you can go teach somebody else. Because if you've been asleep this whole time, you might not have noticed that there's like a multi-trillion-dollar industry, not just the diet industry, but also the medicinal complex that like lives off of you not knowing how to maintain your body or maintain your health. There are people who have built riches off of your confusion. And so we need to help each other liberate ourselves out of this fixed environment. So you getting healthy isn't just for you. You getting healthy is for your children and grandchildren and your spouse and your friends and family and sister and cousin and parents who are going to rely on you being healthy long term so you can take care of them. It's not just about you. And so when you take the blinders off and you realize, snap, I need to do this so that the other people who I love can benefit from my having done this, it starts to become a little bit more urgent, right? It starts to become something that we don't want to play with. It starts to become something that we want to fix and resolve, okay? And that's why I'm here, to show you that our objective isn't just to look and feel better for ourselves, but our objective is to look and feel better for the people who need us to be healthy, okay? So my role as your coach is to get you to follow the plan because somebody needs you to follow the plan because you're paying me to get you results, right? and because there are a number of reasons why it's been hard for you to do thus far. So let me just walk through these top 10 reasons why you have not been able to follow the plan so that we can break through this, we can be on the other side of this, and this be the best week you've ever made in terms of your progress, okay? Let's do step. Complexity of the plan. Sometimes the plan is too complicated or demands drastic changes that you might feel intimidated or unable to sustain. For example, I think JJ Smoothie Cleanse was like, I got to make a green smoothie, orange smoothie, yellow smoothie, gray smoothie, purple smoothie every 2 hours on the JJ Smoothie Cleanse. That was way too overwhelming to be something that I could do long term. So I end up doing it for a couple of days. I lose some weight, and then all of a sudden I can't do it anymore. I regain all the weight that I lost. We're trying to break that cycle. Okay. So we need you to understand the plan. We need it to be simple, and then we need it to match your lifestyle. The plan may not have aligned with your work schedule, family commitments, or personal preferences, making it difficult to adhere to. Why would I tell you to go eat, rice and pasta and cookies every day if you're gluten-free, right? Why would I tell you to work out at 4 p.m. if you have a 2-hour commute that starts at 5? That doesn't make any sense, okay? Emotional barriers. And this is where I find the majority of my clients start to give me yeses, amens, and head nods, is like the emotional barrier piece of this that says stress, emotional eating, past experiences with failure have created resistance to following a plan consistently. This is also where hormonal issues play a significant role. Emotional barriers like stress, sometimes work-related stress, getting way in the way for us. Unrealistic expectations. You may expect rapid results and become discouraged if progress feels too slow. Hey, here's the thing about having a coach, and especially a coach who's like understanding this, has been through this, has lived this, has studied this, has made this her career, right? The thing about this is your expectations, we can explain them and get you in line with your expectations. But while you have a coach, we can also catch them and make adjustments, right? We can see where your body is starting to change. We can make adjustments so you can continue making progress, okay? Avoiding or deprioritizing accountability. This is a big one too. Without frequent check-ins or support, you may struggle with consistency and motivation. I start to find that sometimes clients will start and have a lot of energy behind what we're doing. But as it starts to get difficult because of all these reasons that we've named so far, right? They start to cancel check-ins or don't want to come to the phone or don't want to come to the camera, don't want to text back or message back or log into the app. Prioritizing, accountability is one of the biggest ways to frustrate yourself and get in the way of your ability to follow the plan. Fatigue and burnout. If the plan is too restrictive and demanding, you could struggle to find balance. You might lose energy and enthusiasm over time. Social influences is another big one, social and environmental influences. Hey, by the way, you'll never beat your environment or social situation. You'll never win. So your environment and social situations need to be set up to help you win. Okay. That, and when you're in a controlled environment and when you're in a controlled social setting, you need to do your part to ensure that you're making progress for when you'll have to be in an uncontrolled social environment and have to make adaptations. We'll talk about this in our one-on-one. Social and environmental influences, peer pressure, family habits, and easy to access unhealthy foods can create obstacles for you. Poor self-efficacy. You may lack confidence in your ability to succeed, leading to conscious or subconscious self-sabotage and inconsistent adherence. Are you sabotaging the plan because you don't believe it's possible? Are you sabotaging the plan because mentally you haven't bought into the idea? And what we're doing right now is we're naming it so we can change it. That means in order to stop self-sabotage, I need to start believing in what's possible for me. I need to start recording my successes so I can start believing in my ability to be successful, okay? And then finally is metabolic adaptation, which in a nutshell is sometimes I have clients who come to me who have been under eating for way too long, whether they have been on the shot, whether they've had a gastric bypass or a sleeve surgery. And so they've under eaten for a decade, and now their bodies have adjusted to a metabolism that's like performing at only 20 or 30% of where it's supposed to be. One of the first things that we need to do is get you eating more so that your metabolism can ramp back up. If that's you, we'll talk about it. Overall, you don't follow the plan for one of these 10 reasons most of the time. But the biggest reason is a lack of trusting your body and a lack of understanding of the process. And that's what I'm here to do. Now, with that, obviously, it's hard to follow a plan. It's historically been difficult to follow plans. We know the reasons why it's been difficult to follow plans, right? However, what makes my plan any different from anything that you're hearing out there, anything online, right? My role as a coach is to get you to follow the plan, but like, how is my plan going to be any different? Let me give you the shallow answer first. The shallow answer is I have receipts, right? I studied the stuff, I did the stuff, I have the credentials, I have the certification, I'm practicing right now. I have a list of clients and reviews and fill in the blank of people who you can ask. You can talk to my clients during our group conversations. You can listen to group recordings. You can ask people about their experience with me. I've done it on myself. I've studied it. I've researched it, and I have a track list of success. That's the shallow answer. But the deeper answer is I want you to follow my plan because my plan is designed to get you to live confidently and freely, to get you to live independently in your body for as long as possible, and to get you to teach someone else how to do what you did. I have pillars of understanding that you need and that are based in our coaching experience that will teach you the structure, foundations, routines, and strategies that you need to turn this into a long-term lifestyle change, not just a quick weight loss attempt. Okay. I'm a former educator, right? Taught for several years, MS Ed, lobbyist on the Hill in Capital DC, right? It's my job to teach you, to help you unlearn what you thought you knew, to help reteach what you need to understand, and give you new education and new learning so that you can build trust in your body in the process. Then it's my job to help integrate skill development and experimentation. Again, we're taking an educator's approach to this, an integrated approach to this, okay? Finally, is to get you to autonomy and mastery, where you fully own your process, where you don't rely on me for validation to stay consistent, where you can navigate things like work trips and happy hour and vacation and staying busy during the summer months, and you can maintain your results. But better than that is my objective as your coach is to get you to a place where you are also coach whoever, certified nutrition coach, certified personal trainer, where that could be an option for you to go help somebody else do this. Because like we said, it is our responsibility to not just be independent, it's our responsibility to be codependent. We are the leaders of our families. We are the leaders of our communities. And with that being shared, it's our responsibility to each one teach one what we've learned. I have had the opportunity to learn this and I share it freely with you. But I also want you to take what you learned and share it with someone else. Okay. So my objective is not just to get you results. My objective is to get you results that you can keep, that lead to your confidence and freedom and independence, but that also lead the confidence, freedom, and independence of the people you love. Okay. That's what we're working on today. So step one is to get you to buy in to the plan. And what does the plan include? The plan includes optimal flexibility with optimal structure. Maximum flexibility is like cruise ship vacation, right? Ice cream with the kids, happy hour, brunch, vacation, snacking, right? And this is often disordered because it doesn't have any structure. Whereas structure is also disordered because it doesn't have any flexibility. If you only weigh your food in grams, every single ounce of anything that you eat, your workouts have to be completed on a specific day in a specific order. If your meals aren't prepped and you're behind for the week and you don't have any snacks and fill in the blank, both of these are in opposition to each other. We have to find this happy middle ground here, which is the optimal lifestyle for long-term change. You have a protein goal with meals that are centered around protein 5 out of 7 days a week. We're human. There will be times when you can't follow the plan. That's okay. You have a flexible workout schedule where you're completing 2 or 3 sessions per week. You have 0 to 4 flexible meals per week, just depending on the phase that you're in, whether you're in a fat loss phase or a maintenance phase or even a muscle building phase. You have snacks that are allowed, different types of snacks at different phases with different bounds, as long as they fit into the plan. And you have 60 to 80% balance, just depending on the phase that you're in. Summer months, 80 to 90% balance, right? Winter, January through April, when we're trying to get right, maybe 60% balance. And we fluctuate throughout the year based on the changes of the seasons, but it's my job to get you to buy in so you can follow the plan, okay? So all this being shared, I hope that this video was helpful in getting you to understand what my responsibility is to you. Okay. I hope that you can take this, digest it, chew on it, comment any questions or reflections that you have beneath this video. But overall, we are here to make progress to get results so that we can help someone else. Okay. So if you have any questions about that, you know where to find me. But I thank you for your time. And I hope you have a wonderful week.